It looks like such a nice day. But let's be real here. We're about to do a story mission, which, I don't remember if that changes to the next chapter of the game or not, but I know it's a big one. So, I know I should have done this before starting the stream, but I've been wanting to see what other options we have now for the hunter. I do like the eyes, but they don't look right. I like the ice blue. Don't get me wrong. Oh, there we go. See, that's the ice blue. That's what I had before, and it was dark, and I don't know why that should be dark. Ice blue is good. No, I don't want one of those full things. I like this because it's just not natural. I know everybody likes that stuff. It's okay. See, the thing is, this is actually close to Mom, and I've been trying to keep it like I'm related to Lilith. So that's been my goal. I might keep that. It's okay. For some reason, from a distance, it doesn't look right. I know skin tone, we got some funny stuff. I wouldn't mind paler, but it is the palest we have. Right? This is actually darker. So that really doesn't work. And I'm not looking to be Orion. So that's not going to work for me. So I guess that's okay. And they're never going to give me new hair, right? So maybe that's all I can do. I can't change anything. Oh, wow. So, and the stubble is still the least of evils because their regular full-on facial hair I really don't like in this game. The rendering is scary, and it doesn't look as good without something. So I'm gonna keep that. I don't know if the hair. I never expected to do a faux hawk, but it does not look bad on Hunter. I mean, let's give it a little bit of a more of a thing. See. I did that for a bit just to try. I wasn't too thrilled. This is how he started because, he was in there. It's not for everybody. Isn't this like Captain Marvel's? I'd rather if they had something from what Miko has. I would have liked. Cliche 1, Cliche 2, Cliche 3, porn star, Trek porn star. That's what I call that. That's the Trek porn star look. No, I think we're fine with what we have. I think the faux hawk is still pretty good, and we'll stick with that. All right, enough distraction. I know we're going to be bringing Ileana with us for this. I think we are, anyway. Got a reinforcement, so we may have more. This is worthwhile when you have updated, upgraded, because then you get two turns with the extra hero. It's worth it. Banish. I kind of wish we had 2 of those. Limbo's Grasp, which makes a portal and ensures all the portals are stronger. And and the force of someone going through them takes them out. So that's pretty good. Soul Blast, Forceful Knockback, Knockback Quick, adds a move. See, this is a stronger knockback, that's why I like that. But yeah, Quick Soul Slash, so far so good. Passive, 25% chance to generate Limbo Portal. So it's getting there. When it gets epic, I guess it's 50. Am I gonna push my luck and say it's 50%? Okay, so I've got stuff too, and I like what I have. Who were we bringing with us? I don't know. My instinct is to bring Robbie. Isn't Robbie involved anyway? Doesn't Robbie come to this? I thought he did. So I don't know what's going on. So you know what? I'm going to find out right now. We are going to do All the Devils Are Here. Be ready for the cinematic. Oh yeah, Ghost Rider's definitely coming along. I'm good with that. Let me click and start it up.
It's not just the Southwest. Look. A rise of Hydra movement in Eastern Europe.
Are you seeing...
Holy disturbance in the Force!
Not too holy from the feel of it.
Quite the reverse.
Whoa!
Wake up, kid. If you're getting this, well, we gotta have us a little conversation. Ghost Rider to Ghost Rider.
I'm listening.
In person. Here, at the Mesa. And I need your pit crew too. Counting on you to bring them. So don't screw it up.
Okay. Why am I not in this picture? I'm confused. Okay. Sure. Oh, I'm missing. Is this a bug, maybe? Let me take a look at this one. Do we have something better than Hellmouth? We never really use that. Usually if he does something like straight to hell, that becomes a drop that we could use. So I don't know if I'm inclined to do that so much. These come automatically with just using him. Immolate. Enemy's killed will explode for an addition. I kind of like that. I think that's our only immolate. Hell ride we've got. I don't think we hit any special hell rides. That's what we got for that. Retribution, knockback, discard. See, I'm trying to avoid discarding cards. And hell ride itself, you gotta do at the end of your turn because it discards everything. So, while in hand, gets 55 damage. Apply a bleed. So we have this one for discarding, but it's really strong. We want to keep the heroism down. So that's where we are right now with this. Gain 2 heroism. You know, gonna do that. Give me something for it. Okay. That all works. And we're ready to go. I don't know why they're not showing me, but that's okay.
I think Blaze is feeling bad about blowing me off earlier.
I do not think Blaze feels much of anything.
Do you think Blaze wants to apologize?
Doubt it.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Blaze isn't the
If we don't come back
apologetic
with the
type.
parchment this time.
We are going to come back with the parchment, one way or another.
What do you mean something is up with Limbo? More soulless? A little more detail would be appreciated.
It's all the detail I can give. But do not worry. I'll stay behind and figure out what's going on.
Please do. And next time you sense some kind of danger with Limbo, come talk to me about it first.
Khorosho Bumir.
What did you just say?
Just tell the team I will be watching over them.
I'm gonna have to look that up later. I think she called her a boomer. I knew he wasn't running like I was. Are we caught up? I'm just making sure you're caught up, dude. Let's do it. It's Portal.
Hear Blaze out, but don't agree to anything. Most importantly, get that page.
Thank you, Auntie. Wow, that's so cool here. Not all is as it seems. It's not your typical. It's not your typical mission.
Don't look at me like that, Rox. Time for this story to end. One way or another.
Ghost Rider to Ghost Rider. Just like you said.
And your crew. Good. Because I got us a plan. You want to stop that nasty mama of yours? Stick with me. And keep your traps shut.
Who in the 10 hells do you think you are?
10?
I'm the guy with the answer to your prophecy problem.
Damn!
We good now. After you.
What the hell?
Worse. Limbo.
Oh, crap. Is that...
Mephisto.
Johnny Blaze, you made it. I'm impressed.
Wait, what?
You're doing the right thing. Can't have that hunter of yours running around off-leash, can we? He's leaving you in good hands. Well, not good. You understand.
Okay, I get it. Actually, I don't. What's the plan here?
Hunter's written all over that page, kid. Further we keep him from the midnight sun, the better. And this place is further as it gets.
So, what? You dump him off in hell with the freaking devil?
Limbo with Mephisto.
There's a difference.
You do realize I can hear everything.
Bastard wants Cathan back less than we do. Count on that.
Coward. You two deserve each other.
Hate me all you want when we get home, kid. But it's the only option.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
He's got a point, Johnny. Our arrangement was for you.
Don't get cute with me, ya peep.
Oh, I'd love to see the look on his face when he gets back. But, first things first. Let's see if you're worth all the fuss, shall we?
And now you know where these come from. Not from Hydra, not from Lilith. The Soulless Swarm. Survive the onslaught of Soulless for 4 turns. If you use a card to defeat a Soulless, the card play will be refunded. Defeating stronger Soulless will draw more cards into your hand.
I hope you don't mind a little diversion. I promise it won't be any worse than what Lilith had planned for you. But here we are. Here you are, child of the blood.
Hell's greatest imposter. Always too cowardly to face me himself.
Your time will come, Ryder. But today, my interests lie elsewhere.
Serve the mother are damned.
That's why I like bringing Robbie. Consume 25% of health to damage an enemy, 2 damage for each health. Also damage all nearby enemies.
Your suffering begins.
Imagine the sins they were guilty of to deserve that.
Well, that's just it, isn't it? I'm going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that for this to work. Knockback. Oh, I don't want to discard any cards just yet. I don't need this just now. There's a lot of retribution going. Gain 2 heroism. I still don't just care for this. So that would be 65, 70, 220. Oh, how big are these guys? Oh, well, I don't know. Some of them are very big. They all seem to be his. I loves my blade storm. I don't want to use all the good ones up though. Not too worried about that. Then again, oh.
Consider it done.
Your soul is an open question, Hunter.
Oof. Whoa. I'm inclined to save this for the next one. Where's the one I... There we go. Everything I use has got heroism. Okay, let me look for...
You were too weak for this fight.
Okay. I do like it.
My power knows no limits.
I don't know if it counts in the same turn, but do this or
Only the innocent are spared. Mindless followers suffer the same fate.
see, we both had a good time there.
Is no one else concerned about where we are?
It may look like hell, but don't believe your eyes.
See what he brought with him. Is it just me that I'm seeing? Oh.
No hesitation.
Of course he injured me too, but that's the way it
This will be
goes.
your end.
Your mother abandoned you. Feel my call. You have earned this! Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Oh, come on. I mean, we could always change that. We haven't used any moves, so...
They cannot possibly match your strength.
I think I like emulate. I'm starting to really... Is it wrong to say I'm warming up to it? Okay, I think we are ready for the third wave.
More lambs to the slaughter.
Well, I don't know if these are exactly lambs.
I've encountered all sorts of unusual beings through the ages, but you, little hunter, are something truly unique. Your very existence is against the rules.
Your words are meaningless to me, demon.
You'll come to understand me in time. They always do.
I'd love more AoE. Well, we've got that coming. So, I mean, Drained Souls doesn't cost anything here. How we doing, anyway? Yeah, we'll do it. If it meant whittling one of these down, it wouldn't be a bad thing either.
Upon yourself.
Yeah, that looks good. He looks good now. Let's see now. We need another one to get mine going. Oh, actually, you know what? Okay.
It is time.
Your power comes from a delicate balance.
Why, thank you.
Behold, the light's gift.
So we have 2 left, right? is something. I'll give it that. What are you normally?
It was your time.
Leave some for the rest of us.
There's not much left for the rest of us. Shani, I think,
How invigorating.
okay. One more time. Hold on. Thought you might. Any redraws in here that we want to do? We still have a hero combo. There's a lot of heavy stuff here. I don't think we need more than one straight to hell, to be perfectly honest. We have one more turn. Got a hero combo, that's nice. We don't need more than one drained soul. We have any other drained souls? Chain 4 lifesteal. Same thing. Okay, so last batch.
Though I had heard your little team was making trouble up there for Lilith.
You haven't seen anything yet, but your time will come.
Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing.
Let's see, we do have an immolate. Would like to use one of those. Right in the middle, if possible. Well, I just have to boom it out.
Strength grows further.
Do we have anybody big enough for this? We do. Ah!
All that you have done. You doom yourself by association.
Just get
Return to your mother.
Well, don't you look awkward? I think the least we can do for the first card play is Ta-da!
I'm impressed.
That wasn't bad, which means something terrible is going to
That's
be in
the
the next
last
one.
of them. But stay on your toes.
Already your efforts send shockwaves across the multiverse, Hunter. Your mother will be so proud.
I am just getting started.
Good. So am I.
Usurper! You forget. You are not the ruler of Limbo. I am!
Ileana, nicely done. You always were so gifted.
So gifted, you've stole me from my parents. Twisted me into a living weapon until I cast you from this very realm?
I mean, yes.
This is starting to sound familiar.
I have reopened Blaze's portal, as well as a few others. Leave, now. Mephisto and I have some catching up to do.
A minor inconvenience.
Of course.
I thought I had lost you, child. I am pleased you... The page! He carries the page. Retrieve it for me!
Come and get it.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Defeat the Nest Mother. Oh, thank you. I thought it was gonna be harder, and I don't want to like brag because it might just come back to bite me. But Nest Mother summon altars each turn, destroy the blue rocks, and let's get out of here. Or are they green rocks? I forgot. They're colorful rocks. Purple rocks, I think. If altars are not destroyed, then Nest Mother may turn them into monuments. Monuments have different effects, which can help enemies and hinder heroes.
Out of the frying pan into the fire. I hope you've got some fight left in you.
Stop.
Heh. Oh.
Moving on me.
That'll come in handy. Anyway, let's start with a... Well, we don't have the same effects here, so... How many drained souls do we have? Retributions do we have? Hero combo... Slash... Don't be silly.
Consider it done.
We need just one more. How can we do that? Well, we could start with that instead of end with it. Anything else good? Target an enemy, they will be KO'd if knocked into a drop. We don't have that. So far, no one's gotten sick, no one's gotten this, no one's gotten that. I think we will do this early. Oh, come on! Let's get to the source. That was sneaky. Well, our hero combo's impressive. Let's see what we can do about that.
There is no escape.
Just as the Lord told us, you are strong.
Okay, we have one card play left. This one stuns anyone knocked into it. There's nobody here to get stunned. Would have been nice. In any direction. Who do we want to get rid of? Well, just as soon get rid of him if we can.
Now that was something.
How's she doing there? Oh, another quick. Thank you.
Ready? More dangerous than ever.
I should have blown up. I am disappointed. Let's see. 1 to Ilyana, 2 to Ilyana. See, the problem is, we really need to get rid of her.
vengeance is needed.
Come back. Good.
They come to me willingly.
Yeah, but she's too far from all the environmentals we could have done. I'm very sad about that. Nothing. Alright, Robbie. I'm not happy about this. Maybe I should have bumped him. Let me see now. First we need retribution. We seem to have 2 of. The hero combo may not be possible. Straight to hell. Trade souls. It's nice having a 5. Okay. It's time to face that music, huh? Let's see. Oh my god, they're all after him. He's gonna be down. That was partly my fault. I could have taunted the guardian. Oh, he's still alive. Whoa.
Join the fray, my children.
Woo! There she goes, drifting around. Eh.
She's still the prize.
Yeah, nah, don't worry about it. The first thing we want to
Daughters
do,
of Lilith, how many will she damn to hell?
first
My
of all,
mother will sacrifice any and all of her children to achieve her goals.
what do you have left? 22? Jeez, Louise in 2/3. And what does she have left? 59? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Drain souls. No heroism for that, right? Who's got something we can really slurp up? Oh, really? Why would I do that? He's gonna split. Let's see what else we can get out of. We can't get it out of these. I don't think so. Does it count? Wait a minute. This is 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh.
It is time.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Now, Ileana, where are you here? Don't worry, we're done. Let's go home.
You shouldn't cry. You'll only embarrass yourself.
Done it. Excellent work.
I can already feel that page twisting inside me, you know? Who's to say I won't?
You are not Blaze, Robbie.
But I led you straight to him. Played right into his little game. If Ileana hadn't been there...
But I was there, Robbie. As you are always for me. It is time we go home.
I'm gonna find him. Blaze. And when I do...
He will know the true face of vengeance.
Oof. Okay. Well, that was something. You can see already there's a change in the way Robbie is. He's already got a little bit of... Even in that situation, his reaction is a little bit more... a little sharper, let's put it that way. Okay, somebody is right outside the door.
Blade and I, we've worked with Johnny before.
Blaze tried to sell us out and we're still going to trust him?
There's a lot going on, but I think the first thing we have to do... She's out of her room, by the way. There's some discussion going on back here. In the chapel.
Look at me. You've gone through so much, and here I am getting comfort from you like a selfish jerk. Almost as bad as an Avenger.
You're not that bad, Ileana, I promise.
Liar. I might as well put on a cape and start calling myself Doctor.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You saw your tormentor today. That couldn't have been easy.
It's good to have you back, sister.
It's good to be back, sister. We'll finish this conversation later. Looks like someone wants to talk to you. She's all yours.
Ileana.
Johnny Blaze's master plan was to entrust the Parchment of Power to Mephisto. Bravo, Ghost Rider.
Mephisto was behind the soulless? Why did you not tell me, Ileana?
Because I didn't know for sure. It was not easy to face him, you know. But the support of my friends, like you, gave me the strength to do it. In a way, I owe him everything, even though he took everything from me. He made me Darkchild, gave me the gift of ruling Limbo. And today, I booted him from it. And it wasn't the first time.
I would like to hear about the first time you expelled him from Limbo.
He did it to himself, really. Mephisto made the mistake of putting me in a position where I had to kill my only friends in order to prevent him from summoning the Elder Gods. I could not take it anymore, and found a way to teleport back to my parents. But it had been so many years that they didn't recognize me. In fact, they were terrified of me and called the police. So, I went back to Limbo, and used my own pain to form the Soul Sword. I used it to drive back Mephisto and take the throne. He was not expecting that. That's enough about him for today. We must look forward to the challenges that lay ahead.
Sleep well tonight, Ileana. You deserve it.
Good night, Hunter.
Nice. Well, it's nice to see also that Wanda is out and about. Somebody is outside. It isn't... I know who it is. It must be Johnny.
You've got to be bored watching me practice defensive roles.
Honestly, yes, but it's not like I've got anything else to do. Ileana and Wanda took off to the chapel together.
And that bothers you?
There's someone out there. The question is, where are they? Is it... Oh, it's probably Robbie.
I'm kind of busy right now.
Cleaning your car?
It's gotta be done. If I don't, no one else will.
You were hiding out here from everyone. I know this must be about Blaze, his betrayal.
I don't really want to hear his name right now.
If there is something you need to get off your chest.
You mean like the parchment? No, it's in there pretty snug. I'm doing great otherwise. It's not like any major life role models attempted to sell us out to Mephisto recently.
Robbie,
Thanks for checking on me, Hunter. Later. I just want to be alone right now. Thanks.
I see things are going well for you, too. Some people have no taste in role models, huh?
Now.
One time, I ate an entire Super Grande burrito in one sitting. Sour cream, guac, black beans. The whole thing sat right at the top of my gut for a day and a half.
Okay.
It's not the same as having a piece of the Darkhold stuck in your chest, but it also kinda is.
I guess.
Blaze, though. They say never meet your idols.
Boy.
Not that I can blame you. Who wouldn't want to hang out with Johnny Blaze? Yeah, I wouldn't stress about it too much. My Aunt May has a saying. Living in worry invites death in a hurry. Yeah, and if you like that saying, she's got a lot more where that came from. I think she learns them from crypto quips in the newspaper. Hey, you should come over for dinner one of these days. You know, just to be friendly. It's always work, work, work around here. Oh, did Mephisto smell like rotten eggs? You missed a spot. Just kidding. You've covered all the spots about 50 times now. Look, feel free to say something if I'm getting on your nerves. That happens sometimes. I even get on my own nerves and have to say something. You can shut up now, Peter. You got it, self. Sipping my lip. Do you ever get an insane craving for mac and cheese?
This is great. Have you finished? Parker, you're just absolutely the king of irritating.
An offering ball.
What do you got?
What to offer?
Knife.
Seems my offering was accepted.
Ta-da! Now, oh, sorry. I think well, it's nice to see that Wanda's out of her room and hanging out at the bar. How's my little baby doing?
No, not at all. Why would I care? She can do what she wants. Ileana called Limbo home. With that Mephisto creeper living there?
I was on practice with Robbie, but he ran off to clean his car with Peter.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you're the one who's bothered.
Like you said, Robbie can do what he wants.
There's a lot of response about everything that's happened, so we don't want to miss any of it.
Heard about the Limbo adventure.
Wow, Stark is taking a break? What? Well, he's on his phone, of course.
Robbie's hero worship is among my chief worries these days.
Perhaps Ileana mistrusts me because my facial hair resembles Mephisto's.
Aw. Only in this game.
Despite my skepticism, you managed to retrieve the parchment. I'll save my congratulations for later. Right now we're sitting on a landmine, and I'm not clear what we're going to do about it.
Now we let Tony do his thing.
That's our strategy. We finally have a way to take the upper hand in this war, and we have to wait for Tony.
He's been working around the clock. I know it sounds ludicrous. I've been skeptical of him in the past, but he is known to pull off miracles from time to time.
Well, this will have to be the greatest miracle of all time, and I suppose I have to just sit here and wait for Tony to decide he's ready.
I suggest we find a way to rest. The next steps will be the most treacherous of all.
Rest? Huh. Not very well. Let's talk in the morning.
Agreed. The morning should bring us clarity.
Why are you shifting me? I'm trying to get to Agatha.
The Parchment of Power is here, within the walls of the abbey.
I assume you overheard Robbie or someone talking about it.
No. I could feel its power the moment it arrived. It was a numbing dread, the likes of which I have never experienced before. I worry for Robbie.
Do you not think he can handle it?
Sarah and Strange probably won't bring this up around him, but that parchment is not just random Latin phrases. It contains the words of Chthon himself. They are as dangerous as nuclear weapons.
I've already heard those words spoken aloud. Blaze read from the page, and I saw what it could do. The power it unleashed.
The hellfire and destruction is only the beginning, I'm afraid.
The page will not be with Robbie long. If Stark's plan succeeds, we will be rid of Chthon's only toehold in our world.
Perhaps. The parchment is just one page of many, all carrying Chthon's vile message. Those pages were scattered across the globe. The hope was that they would remain hidden forever. Yet man, in his infinite wisdom, decided to collect them and bind them into the Darkhold.
And now Robbie has the final page.
I pray he is strong enough to carry it.
I don't blame you there.
Hunter, hello.
No new writings? Okay. And they're sort of going to bed in their heads, I guess. See what anybody else is muttering about here.
What? You're surprised Blaze gave up the Parchment of Power? Rule number one of being a garbage human. Screw other people. Yeah, not like that. He was gonna betray us from the start. He had that stank on him. Limbo, on the other hand? Now that's where I want to be. Give me 5 minutes with Mephisto, and he'll never be the same again. Rule number one of being a garbage human? Screw other people. And not in the fun way.
Sooner we can zap the last page of the Darkhold, the sooner I can get to a spa in Iceland somewhere and scream for weeks on end. Whole team's welcome to join, of course. Got a great staff of masseuses. They can bend and massage the existential terror right out of your muscles. Can't wait.
Well, you've had existential terror ever since you came here.
The Gamma Cannon's nearing completion, so next time, try not to drag me to hell for a scuffle with Mephisto. Unless you want to take over the task of aligning Strange's wards to match Gamma current. Forget it. I lost you. I see your eyes glazing over. Tony, gonna go make a boom gun now. Bye-bye.
That doesn't sit right with me, Hunter.
We're back. I'm actually adding this to the stream after sleep. Previously, there was some kind of weird connection thing and bandwidth thing with Twitch or something, and suddenly nothing after waking up worked. So we're doing this stuff again. This post is restricted to the Midnight Suns. Ilyana, I wanted to reach out and see how you were doing. Why? I've dealt with creatures as powerful as Mephisto. I know it can leave some scars. I'm also aware you have history with him. It's not my business, and I'm not asking for details, but I can talk about it if you want to talk about it. I am fine. Sure, the war room is usually empty between 11 p.m. and 1 p.m. I welcome any distraction from paperwork. I probably won't be there. Cool. But I might. Cool. Okay. Well, a lot is happening. There's a lot of reactions we're bound to experience after what happened. And let me make sure. Oh, bandwidth is looking good. So let's see. Oop, stuff is already starting over here.
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness.
Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why
when...
don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The Parchment of Power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
Let's see what's going on here. Was it because the mouse is there? Okay. Let's see. The dog is with Blade. Blade wants to talk. Robbie's over there. Okay. I'm going to go first, I think, to see what Blade wants. Well, you know what? Before that, while I'm here, Scarlet Witch. Anybody else with doors open today? We had a record number earlier. Hey, what do you think?
I heard yelling. I want to start yelling too. What are we mad about? I need to introduce you to my other bestie someday. He's got a giant robot arm, great for hugs. Robbie won't let me use the TV because of the movies I watch.
I'll bet your caretaker wouldn't want that either.
Hey, you like what's happening here? Dust off the old fingers and get to work. I consider you one of my BFFs for life, Hunter. I even put you as my emergency contact.
I ain't much of a conversationalist. More of a fighter.
We've got one already for Nico.
Good girl, Charlie.
Talk to
Have
me.
time to talk, Hunter?
Yeah, if you let me without accusing me of bumping into you.
I saw you witnessed our disagreement in the hallway earlier.
I did.
Yet you didn't say anything.
I did not.
The parchment contained some of the darkest, most twisted magic that's ever existed. Robbie's my friend, but I don't think he's strong enough to withstand those forces. If he doesn't pass that page off to someone else, it's going to consume him.
You are right to worry about your friend, Blade. The parchment is powerful, and Robbie is only one man.
If he's carrying the parchment alone, he's got the rest of us to carry him. And I won't let him forget it.
That is a good sentiment. I hope that it will be enough.
How much longer is he expected to hold the page?
We are all waiting on Stark. Until he can finalize his plan to destroy it, we wait.
All I can say is Stark had better hurry.
I'm with you on that. So, let's go check with Robbie. Robbie would be out here.
I'm actually agreeing with you, Miko.
Wait, you're what?
You are asking a lot from Robbie. Maybe too much.
So glad you see it too. It seems to me that he's risking himself all for destroying the parchment.
Point taken. We will have to keep an eye on him. Make sure the page isn't having any strange effects on him.
Maybe we can get Hunter to talk to him. See if he's okay.
That a
Not
hint?
a bad idea.
Is that a hint, guys? Because I was just on my way to see Robbie. And predictably enough, he is hanging out with the statue of the spirit of vengeance that the hunter fought beside.
It's weird. I just felt this need to be out here.
Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old spirit of vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel like you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the Parchment of Power. But it also really sucks.
If luck is with us, you will not have to carry the parchment for long.
I can carry it for as long as necessary. However long Blaze had it, I can keep it for as long or longer.
I did not mean to imply you did not have what it takes.
But I do have what it takes. And I don't need luck.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
If you read it, will it cause you to turn on us, your teammates?
What makes you think I will? Do you know what it says?
Not specifically. But I know it prompted Johnny Blaze to betray us. And I fear it could cause you to do the same, whether you are aware of it or not. Its power works in mysterious ways.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
Yes.
I am relieved, yes.
Sorry.
But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that.
After all this, I better get a statue of my own around here.
Uh-oh. You mean he's not working out anymore? Okay. Let's go back. Huh. What do you think?
Good to see Wanda back with her team.
Ah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
Just so you know, since I've done this twice, does it change randomly? Strange is wearing a different shirt. He had the Bar with No Doors shirt in the other one, and there were different gifts in the gift shop. Well, where did he go? He went for air. And also Nico wants to talk too. Everybody wants to talk. I mean, Stark wants to talk, but there are two people in the yard that want to talk. And I have to say that trumps it. Oh my god!
The magic highlights, Tony. Here's your highlight.
Oh my
Careful,
god.
Stephen. Keep your thumb outside your fist when you punch. It's hard to cast the crimson bands of Sidorak with a broken finger.
I would say this workout brings quite an intoxicating feeling of power. Unlike the first time I cast the flames of the Faultine.
Ancient spells are cool and all, but sometimes it's just good to hit something.
And if this bag wasn't here, I'd be punching Tony.
Things are so crazy, I'm sure Tony's currently studying up on ancient defensive spells.
To defend himself from me? Ha! He can certainly try.
Okay, this is what happens when you call him Dr. Spooky. He goes into a rage. Except he keeps it inside his head. So where did I just see Nico? Am I confused? Oh, she's at the pool. Well, we'll be back with the other two momentarily. Let's see what Nico has to say. Hey, guy.
Someone's gotta do. Robbie's walking around with a magical bomb in his chest, and it's insane that people think that's okay. I mean, it seems like Caretaker understands the danger, but nobody else wants to hear it.
Robbie is doing very important work. He needs your support right now.
I see. Support the cause, right? Just shut up and do what you're told forever.
Not forever. Just until Tony is ready for him.
I mean, be honest with me. Do you really think Stark's plan is gonna work? Because, you know what I think? I think this is all about Stark getting back at Banner. And Robbie's just a tool for him to use, like everything else in the Forge.
Robbie agreed to this plan. No one forced him to do it.
He may not have agreed if he knew the dangers, and I don't think Tony's been clear about that.
We are all in danger. But I do think Tony owes us an explanation for his behavior.
I swear, if anything happens to Robbie...
And what exactly do you think will happen to Robbie while he is carrying the parchment?
I don't know exactly. Maybe the magic in the page will drive him insane. Maybe it'll wreck his body. Who knows? But I really don't want to sit around waiting to find out. I just hope Robbie makes it through this in one piece.
I agree. And by the way, our talk with Nico and Blade was not in the previous stream. Let's do this. It's easier. At least someone's there to coach him so he doesn't hurt his hands.
I hope Robbie's doing okay.
Yeah, me too. See, Captain America, he's the coolest guy. To me, he's the leader of the Avengers. This guy's just the loud one. Okay, dude. Explain yourself.
I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it?
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
Consider the possibility that Strange understands the universe in ways you could not possibly comprehend.
All right. I'll consider it.
You...
Shh. I'm still considering. Nope, you're wrong.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
Oh, you'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend, and I'm going to find it.
I warn you, the Darkhold is not a thing to be trifled with.
Oh, I'm gonna trifle with it, all right. I'm gonna trifle that thing until it's just burned ash on the floor.
Just make sure the pulp on the floor is not you.
Oh, I'll be extra careful.
And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later, and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Stephen Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator. I've got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself up.
Well, you know, several of the Abbey inhabitants already called him an asshole because he is an asshole. And he's admitted it. Okay, with this cannon, I'm retracing my father's footsteps. I can hear his voice in all of the research notes. I can see his handprints all over the schematics. Fitting, I suppose. Just another ghost to haunt my nights here.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Until next time.
Speaking of, I think there's someone else who wants to talk to us, and I think I know who.
Careful, Hunter. Punches are flying fast around here.
I'm working on it,
I came out here to cool down. Carol kindly suggested I work out my frustrations on the punching bag. Her suggestion was wise.
I am afraid I know the source of your frustrations.
If you think this source has got salon-sculpted facial hair and an ego the size of Montana, then you are correct.
Then in the Darkhold, but yeah, maybe.
As usual, you have displayed keen wisdom by putting several rooms between yourself and Stark.
At this point, if I even hear the sound of his feet on the stone, I'll sock it to him, as the kids say these days.
As they said in the 60s.
Try to maintain that healthy distance. That is all I ask.
The problem with Tony is that he's too cavalier. I suppose that attitude has contributed to his success, but he can't do it with the arcane. It's a completely different realm. One that will deal him a brutal defeat if he doesn't change his ways.
You do not think he can destroy the Parchment of Power?
I don't think he understands just what the page represents. His whole life has been ones and zeros. The forces that shaped the Darkhold were powerful long before numbers or technology. They exist outside of the theory of relativity or quantum mechanics. They are elemental and esoteric as the rules of the dream space.
I hope the two of you can reach an understanding.
If he wants to work things out, he knows where to find me. Hopefully, my aggressions will have been worked out by then. That'll show him.
Oh, I better put some distance so he can do that in peace. Wow, well that was a lot of stuff that happened. And now, with all the drama out of the way, let's see what we get.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? This should be interesting.
Yes.
Sometimes, I even impress myself.
And these are the same from the previous stream. Well, that was not the same. Interesting. Does that mean...
Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech.
I don't know if this is worth it. For instance, what if you wanted to keep one of your mind benders? You play this, it's another card play. It would have to be free. And then I have to be able to have room for it in my deck. So I don't think I like it at all.
Don't forget to write.
Uh-huh. Where is everybody? Is Robbie still out there contemplating with his ancestor? He's there. Spider-Man stopped working out. Wanda seems to be meditating. So that's where you normally see Doctor Strange. You don't see him north of that, so okay, Wolverine's working out. Blade's working out. Okay. I think everybody's accounted for. Oh, see? She's meditating.
Let's do this.
Something we could do on this one.
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Ooh. I don't remember who I brought up. I mean, she's only 22. He's only 22. He's 25, but you know, he's stronger, right? More resilient. You know, I still haven't.
Sword on sword action, baby.
There you go. I know we brought him a lot, but we're working on him, so we might actually get a level up on his friends. That would be nice.
Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here.
That's true.
Later.
It's raining out there.
I don't believe in prophecies all that much. So let's put a nail in that coffin and destroy the page.
Oh, I'm on the same page with you, actually. Okay, win a hero combo with Deadpool in combat. You should do something like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this one because this really. Would you stop it? This really takes the place of. Oh, this is something I do have to do.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
You know who I don't see here? I don't see Agatha. Where's Agatha? That's a question. Where is she? Agatha? That's a peculiar situation. I don't... Unless we're usually asked to go somewhere else, we don't usually see her missing from the library. How unusual. Well, let's make sure we have what we need in combat items. Let's see now. Utility belt. Whoa, hello. Okay, healing salve, greater healing salve. That's what, Rune of Vertigo. I never used it. Utility. So that's something I would put up. We have like a circle, or if we have Robbie and we give him, you know, straight to hell, we could do that. Utility belt. 2 other cards free. Yeah, let's get some nice combat items.
It's up to Tony today.
Yep, well, no pressure. Can we trust a guy who hasn't slept for a week? Alright, now to
This should be useful.
Thank you.
This will do nicely.
2? I'll take 2. Pity this isn't available. But you know, now they also take for, one can take for granted that there's going to be, oh, has this changed any, by the way, up here? Oh, see, there's some additional stuff there on the left. So he's building more things. I still don't see how they get it out that door. Anyway, yeah, now that we apparently have the ability to use a move for cure, except we always need move. So if it's something that you discard, which becomes a move, you can use that to cure. And I think that's the plan. That's what they think. If you have to, you can still do it. Now let's see what we have over here. See the greater strength. Well, see the. Yeah, we have that. It was the greater healing, strengthier. No, I mean, what happened to the healing salve? We had a greater healing salve. Oh, duh. Here, greater healing salve. If we have to, we've got that. We have a lot of that. Okay, so we have that on hand. I know they're trying to, I really don't care about these pallets. I mean, why would I waste these things when I have so many choices already? Also, this, if you had the, resources, you have that as well. So, I don't know. I'm going to hit some strategically. Let's see if we can get some good combat bonuses in places. Start with the freebies. Yes. Oh. Okay. I'm sure we can salvage that. Another place to find black trumpets. They're so valuable. Like, so valuable. I like the way we have sun and rain all the time. There's nothing out here. Now where do we have that, we have a chest that we kind of purified the area and the chest showed up next to a... It's gotta be... Oh wow, this Black Trumpet Day in this area. It's great, and then you can make things that can mark all Lilin or all Hydra. Big fan of that. Oh, come on. We don't want gloss. I mean, I shouldn't complain. Don't want to take anything for granted, but I really would like to get some sort of combat bows to take with us. Where are those lovely? All these three are available now at the Standing Stones. That's interesting. That's inside somewhere. The wind. I'm assuming we're gonna get that in real life today. Same kind of weather. Gloss. Just gloss. Oh. Oh. I see, they've all kind of grown back in this area too. I was just looking for that other spot. Huh. Oh, I see black trumpets from here. I'm going to say that was very successful. Oh, we're just getting glossed. Let me take a look at my own stuff. Yeah, I don't seem to have any, he has a strengthen at mission start. Start a mission before heroism. Okay, so that's the only thing. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have anything. Let me just go over there because I see a corpse flower. I'm feeling lucky. Oh, okay. A free anti-material charm when we have to stop a Hydra truck or a Hydra helicopter. Awesome. Turning around, do we see anything? No. Okay. It's usually that easy. Okay, now I think I've done enough in this area. Okay, so I'm going to, you know, in all that we never saw Agatha, which was interesting. He's way too comfortable for comfort. So anyway,
Stark's asked for his shot and he thinks he can nail it.
You have some opinions, don't you?
Time flies when you're fighting demons. Hardly feels like 2 months have passed.
Yeah, you know, I noticed that I'm on day 68 of the game in game terms. So I guess even though he wasn't here for the beginning, he seems to know that it was 6 months, 2 months that I started, that I was resurrected.
2 months down. It's not getting any easier. Fighting rarely does.
Well, I don't know. I think it got pretty easy. Hashtag nest mother. Anyway, showing you what we've got here. That's going to be... We saw all the devils are here. Los Diablos. The devils will be when we're ready for that one. Meanwhile, defeat enemies, protect Hydra device, supply run, defeat heavy enemies, but I think we're in a situation. Here's New Jersey. I don't know, they always seem to cite New Jersey. But I think the next thing is going to be the Devil's Due. It's probably going to be our next thing at the next stream. And that's going to be probably Hunter and Spider-Man. Since this is a Venom story. We'll bring him into the Abbey. A new hero. This is going to be added onto my... This is going to be added onto my... the mission from this. And we'll have one complete version between the two parts. And so until next time, take care.